10 years ago, we lived through some of the most intense paranormal activity imaginable. That led us to research haunted locations, to capture evidence proving the existence of supernatural beings.
Okay, both caution, you're gonna leave tonight.
And help our families being tormented as we once were.
Kids alone too.
And what we discovered is that the South Coast is wickedly haunted.
That was incredible. That's what I'm talking about. That's proof.
We just arrived at the location of our most recent house case. We got called into this investigation a couple of weeks ago. Is that correct? We really do not know what we are walking into here.
Do you have a message for us?
This house is about 15-20 minutes away from New Bedford itself, out in the suburbs. That looks like we're across from some lake. It is Middleboro, so sure there was some sort of Native American settlement around here.
So, just to confirm, you lived and passed before this house was built? You lived on this land? Is that correct? Turn on the light if that's correct. Did you live and pass on this land? Correct. But just so I can be sure of this, are you a native? An Indian? I know that's what they called you back then. Yeah, they wouldn't know that term. Well, that's true. That's like a term from the last 5-10 years. Great. What we were just talking about. Great. Are you an Indian? Are you part of the Wamponoag Tribe or a different tribe?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You've been here a long time then.
Yeah, this house is about 15-20 minutes away from New Bedford itself, out in the suburbs. So I'm sure we're going to run into some strange activity here.
Oh, there it is. Don't move, Marissa. Oh, it was on that couch and it jumped into the vortex. The number of spirits that are in this home or on this land that can come in and out of here on a regular basis, I want you to light off one of these, either the light or that, and let me know. So when I get to the number, so I know you're number 1, okay? So, is there two spirits here? Okay. So just to confirm, it's you and one other human spirit in the house of the land. Is that correct? That's correct. So, are the both of you in here all the time? Turn the light on if you're in here all the time. The both of you in here all the time. Okay. All right. So you and one other spirit are in here all the time.
Upstairs or downstairs? Upstairs or downstairs?
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
And live right here.
Whoa. All right. Go ahead, back.
Oh, Todd, there's two person. Two person mapped out.
Where are they?
Two. Over there.
Over behind me?
Oh, they're gone now.
I'm Todd.
And I'm Marissa.
Welcome to Wickedly Haunted. Tonight is a very special episode as it is our year anniversary of doing the show. We want to thank everyone who has supported us, watched the show, shared the show, whatever in the past year. It's also our 25th episode. I know that doesn't sound like a ton of episodes, but believe me, an absolute massive amount of work goes into putting these episodes together, between finding the investigations or being called out to them, investigating, reviewing the evidence. You know, we use 9 cameras, 4 voice recorders, all sorts of stuff to go through, and then producing it into bite-sized evidence clips for you folks to check out. And that way we can bring you the evidence that you crave, that it all exists, that the spirit world does exist. Now, tonight's investigation is a local case that Marissa and I took on, as you just saw on the intro clip. It was out in kind of like a boondocks, woodsy type area. And as you also saw in the intro clip, Marissa and I just had this feeling that it had something related to Native Americans. Now, during the investigation, the owner did have 2 dogs, which we worked around. We made it work. It did make things a little bit difficult, but at the same time, animals are awesome barometers of paranormal activity.
Absolutely.
Now, I was focused on the investigation at the time, and so was Marissa, and we really didn't realize it until we got into the evidence that every time our equipment would go berserk or we would catch something, the dogs would be going nuts either right before, during, or right after.
These weren't really dogs, though. These were more like ponies, small horses.
No, one dog was small. One dog was the size of Marmaduke or Clifford the Big Red Dog.
They're huge.
Very big dogs,
Huge.
but big dog, I should say. But so when you're watching these evidence clips, pay attention to how the dogs react, because they are some of the best barometers in the world. They are basically an extra piece of equipment on scene telling you that things are going on.
Mm-hmm.
There is also another very strange spot that you will see later on with the dogs as well. Okay, so before we get into the first evidence clip, this episode again is about us helping someone. That is our true passion. We do go to famous haunted locations. But if you are a local resident somewhere in the New England area and you're in need of help as you're experiencing strange phenomenon, we are more than happy to come investigate. We do not charge a penny for that. We do it for free. If possible, we try to help the living and the dead at the site. We do everything we can to help everyone involved, whether they are alive or in the spirit world. You can go to our website, relativelyparanormal.com. There's a booking form at the top, along with a lot of great evidence, video playlists, a great photo album full of evidence, or you can go to relativelyparanormal@gmail.com. And if you're just somebody who loves to see paranormal evidence, you can check out our YouTube channel, Relatively Paranormal, our TikTok channel, which has a lot of great quick evidence clips, Relatively Paranormal, or our public Facebook group, Relatively Paranormal.
Also on a Bedford Guide. Did you say that?
And New Bedford Guide has a great playlist as well with all of our episodes on it. So any of those places for your binge watching of incredible paranormal evidence, that it all exists. Now, before we get into the quick first evidence clip, let's just set it up by saying when we get to an investigation, we let our power plant energy pumps rip to power up the spirits, to feed them that energy that they need to interact and communicate with us. And then by the time we're ready to investigate, the activity's usually begun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lately, it's been like 5 minutes later, the activity is going berserk. So in this first clip, you're going to see us setting up and then starting to investigate. And the spirits at this location waste no time in getting involved and wanting to be heard. So let's roll the first clip. Oh, before we do it, one more thing. Please comment and ask questions about things you're seeing on the screen. When we come back from the clip, we're just going to give like a 1-minute analysis of things we see. And then we're going to answer any questions or respond to any comments that you have about what you're seeing in this investigation, paranormal investigation in general, how Marissa and I got into this, anything like that you want, where you're watching from. Please get involved. It makes us so much more fun when you do. It really does. So, all right, now roll the evidence clip. The arrow on the screen is pointing to our REM pod proximity detector, which has an antenna. If anything gets within 6 inches of that antenna, it will alert us with an alarm and light up. It also monitors room ambient temperature, and any deviations over 5 degrees in cold or heat will result in similar alerts. If there are any spirits or ghosts here, this box, this device I have in my hand, you can manipulate to communicate with us and use it to form words in it. It has words in it that you can use. Okay? If you need me to move it in here, I'll move it in here. Whoa, what was that? What is that? Oh, is that you? Okay, go ahead, do that again. REM pod's going off. Yep. Go ahead. Can you touch the antenna like that and make it go off even louder? Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, I remember what I wanted my phone for.
Can you back away so I know that's you? Can you back away from that, please? Thank you. I will be with you in just a second.
If I have my...
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent. Looks like we're gonna get going here. All right. If you're a man, can you back away from the excellent. So, insomnia.
Insomnia?
So, just to confirm, if you're a man, can you touch that again? If you're a woman or a female, can you touch that then? Thank you. That thing's going nuts. Thank you. All right, can you back away just to confirm that you're a woman?
It says 9.
Go ahead, have her come in. Bring her down.
Alright, come on, Kathy.
Alright. Come on down. You are the next contestant.
Oh no.
On Is Your House Haunted? And by the likes of it, I'd say yes. So everybody, let's get some kit and we'll get this investigation started.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
They call their equipment kit for some reason. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. But they call it kit. Kit. Let's get some kit. English Ghost Show. It's actually quite entertaining. Whoa, you like that show? All right, can you back away again for a second? I can ask you another question. All right, if you were alive and there was TV, can you make that go off? Oh, that's just hell, isn't that lovely?
Oh, nice.
Holy water's in the black case.
Do me a favor. Grab my rosary. This should be my grandma's rosary beads on that shelf right there.
On this shelf?
Yep. Right there on that shelf right there.
Leverage.
The black ones or the pink ones?
The pink ones.
Okay. Leverage. Yeah, we're leveraging. Yeah, if there's something negative here, we're leveraging, all right.
Thank you.
We don't mess around with types. Okay, so this is a 3D mapping camera right here.
On the 3D mapping side, it looks like a head at the edge of the doorway. On the infrared side, we can see there is nothing that matches that shape.
Went off. So maybe that is David. Do you know a David has something to do with this house?
I don't know his grandfather's name.
Oh, okay. All right, Mister, where's the other SLF? I'm not going to use it right this second, but I don't want that to be.
Really?
I can find this other one that I have in the bedroom.
Okay.
I was just thinking it, but I got to pull away. Whoa.
Is that me? Yeah. Can you step away from that? Whoa, this thing's lighting up.
Okay.
Alright, can you step away? Please? Thank you so much.
All right. If there is more than one of you here, more than one spirit or ghost or whatever you like to call yourself, can you let that off again? Can you touch that again? Is there more than one of you here? I'm just trying this one over here.
So I'm going to take the full spectrum, Todd.
Okay.
And I'm just clear right here.
Went off, so it's more than one. Okay.
Did you want to shut the fish tank off?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be awesome.
Or no?
That'd be great if you could, yeah.
Yeah, because it's catfish. They're fine without.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there's definitely more than one of you. Okay, can you back away again, please?
Alright,
There we go. Whoa.
It sounds like you're very excited to talk to us, which is awesome, because I'd like to know if we can help you.
If you're associated with the house, if you lived here at one point, can you make that go off again? Unless you don't want this next to the power plant. It'll affect it.
just an orb right
You want
there.
it separate.
If you're associated with the house, can you make that go off?
Todd.
Go ahead, let's get these lights off.
Yeah, keep saying.
Okay. All right. Okay.
The only light now is the outside.
If you're associated with the land here, can you touch that again? There we go.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
Okay. Can you see me in the camera? Oh, check that camera.
No.
Are you from the Wamponoag Tribe? Can you touch that device again if you are? This is the only time an orb is captured by our static camera in the kitchen. Okay, so who's ever here, I have a bunch of different devices to communicate with you. You found this gem right there that you can just touch. This green box right here you can also touch. It will not hurt you. There's a black box next to it you can touch. All of those will let us know that you're here. And I also have what's called a flashlight. I don't know if these existed. Same. Yep. It's all the same thing. Yep. Okay. And you can just twist the end to turn it on and off and let us know you're here. And I can ask you yes or no questions through this if it's easier. You decide. I don't really care. Doesn't matter to me as long as I can ask you yes or no questions. All right. Can you turn that on? Whoa. You like that? That's fine. I like that too. That's cool. Can you back away? Can you back away? So I can ask you another question. All right. I'd like to find out how many. What did it say?
You are in.
You are in. Okay. You are in. Okay. Yep. Okay. So when I get to the number of spirits, the number of human spirits, ghosts, dead people, whatever you call yourself, I don't want to insult you in any way. All right. When I get to the number that are in this house or this land that can come in and out of here on a regular basis, I want you to either turn this light on. I saw you turning this on before, or make that go off, or any of these devices go off. You can use that to give me a number. I don't care. There you go. Lovely. There you go. Excellent. So now you know how to use that. You twist it the opposite way to make it turn on. Can you make it turn on for me so I know you understand that? Right, twist it the other way and turn it on. I'm trying to use it as a communication device, not as a carnival trick. Thank you. All right. Go ahead. Can you turn it? Go ahead. Can you turn it back off now so I can ask you questions? Object. Yep, it's an object. Okay. So when I get to the number of spirits that are in this home or on this land that can come in and out of here on a regular basis, I want you to light off one of these, either the light or that, and let me know. So when I get to the number, so I know you're number one, okay? So is there two spirits here? Okay. So just to confirm, it's you and one other human spirit in the house or the land. Is that correct? You either turn on the light or make that. That's correct. Okay. All right. So are the both of you in here all the time? Turn the light on if you're in here all the time. The both of you turn in here all the time. Okay. All right. So you and one other spirit are in here all the time.
Upstairs or downstairs? All right.
Upstairs or downstairs?
All right.
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
And they're right here.
Whoa. All right. Go ahead,
Oh,
back.
oh, Todd, there's stick
Whoa.
person. Stick person mapped out
Where are they?
to us. No, they.
Over behind me?
Oh, they're gone now.
Do you want headphones?
And they're right here.
Whoa, all right. In this bizarre footage from our 3D mapping camera, the first thing you're going to notice
is that what looks to be a head shoots out from behind my back. The second thing you're going to notice is that my face and head look all distorted, and at the end, my body actually shrinks down to its normal size. All right, so really, really crazy 3D mapping camera video there at the end. The 3D mapping camera, just so you know, something has to be solid for it to show up. What I think happened there at the end is I think there may have been a spirit in front of me.
Yeah.
That the camera was picking up, excuse me, and then the spirit dissolves away, and then you see my body. It's not so much that my body shrinks, as you could see that weird. It almost looked like there was a Halloween mask in front of my face.
It was weird.
But that's how that 3D mapping camera that you're going to see quite a few times works. It sends out a radar, sonar type infrared signal. It bounces, it hits something solid, comes back, and the software maps whatever's in the room. So that really freaked me out when I saw that. I called Marissa right over. The only other thing I want to mention, because there's a lot of audio in this episode, is if you're not familiar with what EVP is electronic voice phenomenon. And what that is voices that Marissa and I are not hearing at the time of the investigation live. They're imprinted on our digital media, on our cameras and voice recorders, and we only hear them after during review.
So you'll notice like there's no reaction from us when you hear that daddy, no reaction from us because we didn't hear it when it was happening. We didn't hear it till after we listened to the video. So
occasionally we do hear a spirit voice live.
And
that's called
a disembodied voice.
Yeah. So that you're going to see EVP. That's what that means, just so you know. So I know we have some questions and comments, so let's get into those, and then we can get right into the next video.
Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna, how are you? Thank you for watching. Where is that? That is on some lake. It's a private homeowner, so we're not going to, they want it to be anonymous. It's except for their first name, but we can't disclose the location, but it's on some lake in Middleboro.
It's in Middleboro.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave. How are
Hey,
you?
Dave, what's up, buddy? Thanks for watching again, pal. Oh, there's my buddy from Canada, Anthony. Anthony's a paranormal investigator.
Hey, Anthony.
That we know from Canada. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Anthony. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment. Footsteps. You know what? I thought I was hearing footsteps in the attic above me, too. Later on, you're going to hear that noises even come out of the basement, but it wasn't like an attic that you could, it was more like a crawl space, which is really strange. But yes, we heard footsteps live.
And the owner used to tell us that that's what she always heard, walking around up there. So
which is really bizarre.
Probably
really
was
bizarre.
Probably was footsteps you heard, Lori. Thanks so much. Hi, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy, what's going on? Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
All right, so hope everybody's enjoying the videos. Please keep the comments coming. It really does make this so much more fun to hear from you guys. Let us know how you like the evidence. If you have any questions about it, listen, feel free to ask. All we ever ask anybody is please just keep an open mind. That's it. We understand if you have questions about something, how the equipment works. We strive to get as many pieces of equipment going off at one time as possible to prove things are happening. But please keep comments coming. And to set up this next part, it's basically us getting into the full part of the investigation here. And we do a really nice EVP session, which is where we sit down, ask a bunch of questions, and then we review them live. And we got some interesting things happening there. So let's roll that second video.
Or the other spirit was just behind me. Can you turn on the light or make that other device go off? If you were just behind me, or if the other spirit was behind me. Yes, okay, all right, thank you. All right, so can you shut that light off? Do you or the other spirit sometimes hang out in the attic? You should only have one light on, that REM pod. See the other one? It's just not going over 5 degrees, but it's still raising. Does that mean yes, you go up in the attic? All right, so you're doing a great job with that. Let me ask you this. Do you go in the basement as well? Okay, so does that mean you like to go in the basement? Real. Real? Real. Are you saying that that device is real, that you're using that to communicate? Turn the light on or make that other device go off.
Yeah.
The light goes off. Need help. Okay. If you need help, turn the light on. Do you need help? Are you trapped here? No. Okay. Do you like it here? Do you like staying here? Do you enjoy being here?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's pretty direct. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Okay. So you enjoy being here. So just to confirm, you lived in past before this house was built. You lived on this land. Is that correct? Turn on the light if that's correct. Did you live and pass on this land? Correct. But just so I can be sure of this, are you a native? An Indian? I know that's what they called you back then. Yeah, they wouldn't know that term. Well, that's true. That's like a term from the last like 5-10 years. Right?
What we were just talking about.
Great. Are you an Indian? Are you part of the Wamponoag Tribe or a different tribe? Yeah. Okay. You've been here a long time then. Can you shut the light off so I can ask you another question? Were you alive when the colonists came here, when the white man arrived? People like me? I'm not a colonist though. I didn't come here and take your land and spread disease and everything. Spirit that's here with you, are they also Indian? Are they also a Wampanoag or from a different tribe? Are they also native to these lands? Can you turn the light on? If the other spirit here is native to these lands, died on these lands. Neat? Neat, okay. No. All right. Is the other spirit here? Did the other spirit here live and die in this house?
In this slow motion and enlarged replay, it looks as though the head of a shadow person appears on the screen. Now on our 3D camera, notice that the face over by the camera has changed shape, and the white anomaly that was over by the ceiling looks like it has grown and appears to be coming from the attic.
Were they here before you? Turn the light on if they were here before you.
Stop it.
Didn't live and die in this house? And didn't die on the land. Is the other spirit here a human spirit? Turn on the light if the other entity is human. Is that thing Oh God, I hate this question. The other entity here, did it ever walk the earth in human form? Turn on the light if the other entity ever walked the earth in human form. Turn on the light if the other entity here never walked the earth in human form.
Outsider.
Outsider. Do you think I'm an outsider? Turn the light on if I'm an outsider. Right. So, do you need the light? Turn the light on if you need the light. You do need help. Or you don't. Turn off the light if you need help. Hey! Whoa. My barking. Let me see.
The light's on.
Shut that light off. You know what this is in my hand? You know what this is? Turn on the light if you know what this is in this bottle. It won't give me an answer about the other spirit. I feel like I kind of have like pressure on my head right now. You know what this is? Is there a negative entity here? There is. Okay.
Doug.
All right, shut the light off. Shut the light off. Does the negative entity not like this? Do they know what this is? As you see this device in my hand with the screen, shut off the light if you see this device right here. Do you see this lit up box right here? You're going to be able to talk into it. And then we're going to play it back and try to hear your voice, okay?
It's just something funky, like the whole screen just went.
All right, so if you can come over, see this red light right here? I want you to come over and yell into this red light your answers as loud as you can. Can you yell your name into this box right here? Go. Go ahead, Miss.
What did you die from? Good question.
Dawn.
Dawn? Dawn, the word? Oh, like dawn?
Like morning.
Did you die in the morning?
Okay, go ahead. Have you been trying to give me a message?
The light's on, okay. Turn off the light if you've been leaving, if you're talking into this box. Okay. I have another question for you. Are you trapped here? Do you need help? Did you hear that noise, that bang? Yeah. Did you just make a noise over there, or did another spirit just make a noise?
Is there a negative or bad spirit that stays in the basement here?
Do your answers over here in this box.
Whoa! Todd.
Can't do that. That's crazy. Look at that.
Oh.
Huh. I don't know what just
I've
happened.
never seen can't do that come out of this.
And the thing just went nuts.
Right.
The REM pod went nuts.
Are you saying we can't help you?
As you see this device in my hand with the screen, shut off the light if you see this device right here. Do you see this lit up box right here? You're going to be able to talk into it. And then we're going to play it back.
Have you been trying to give me a message?
All right, go ahead.
During the EVP session, there was a point when we were talking about the possibility of a negative entity being in the basement and why he would be down there. It was during the review of this section that I was stunned to see this odd shadow shoot down out of nowhere and cover Marissa's face, distorting everything about her face, including turning her eyes black. A few seconds later, the shadow shoots away. You can even see here, there's a weird part of it that's kind of white. This is stunning. None of us remember this happening live, and Marissa does not remember feeling anything odd at this point. In the slow motion video replay of that event, I have the room static camera side by side with the full spectrum camera view that shot the event. As you can see, no shadows appear anywhere in that room. There is even an arrow showing you where Marissa's head is in the static cam video.
Want to coexist and let you...
Look, the thing's going up again.
Yeah, that's so weird because you know what? It's that.
Why is it going up again?
There again.
It has nothing to do with energy.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
It's temperature.
I'm just saying that I can see like in that area, you see like things moving around on the screen or nothing.
There you go. Go ahead, grab the pole. Make all the lights turn on. Show me how powerful you are. Move it over here in the kitchen so it's on the other side. I don't believe they work well together.
All right. So the only thing we're going to say is that during the EVP session, Marissa said that all of a sudden she felt like not talking. Now, I understand that that looks like just a shadow that comes down, which is why I showed the other camera in the room. If you watch, that shadow looks like it has, if you watch like Spider-Man 3, the symbiote, like that sticks to Spider-Man, that's what it looks like. Something with its own, like it looks like it sticks to the side of her face, and then you can see it lift off and shoot off. But right before the shadow appears, Marissa's eyes turn jet coal black.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre. So I know we're up against it time-wise. We have a few more video clips, and there is some comments. So let's get right into the questions and comments, and then we'll show another video clip.
Hi, Manny. Yes, right now we're on Fridays at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we try to come on every week when we can. You have to read unblind.
Oh, do you protect yourself so you don't bring any spirits home with you?
Yes,
you absolutely do, Karen. Yeah.
But we live in a haunted home as well. This is an old school building that we're streaming from. There are other apartments in here, so unfortunately, we cannot clear the spirits completely out of here because I don't have access to everybody's apartments.
But every location that we go to, we pray in, we pray out, we sage ourselves, and holy water, amongst many others.
We don't want to bring any other ghosts home.
So Anthony says we tried the flashlight experiment in a graveyard investigation. The entity manipulated the light subtly, but we want a stronger reaction from the flashlight by the entity. What do you recommend? Flashlight, battery, brand, temperature, EMF pumps, phrasing questions properly, etc.
Well, Anthony, I know Anthony owns one of my power plant energy pump devices, which are always fantastic. You may want to buy another one of those. It always helps. You're in a graveyard, so the energy is dissipating very quickly. The goal is to remember, call out and get the entity to come to the power plant and tell them where it is so that they're feeding directly off of it.
And make sure you show them how to use it. Not all spirits will know how to use it.
But the other thing is we always turn on the flashlight before anything. We don't give them any other way to communicate until they do that, because to us that proves that contact is being made, and then we just leave it out there as a way to confirm answers we don't maybe hear properly through the spirit box or whatnot. But you want to give it to them first, and don't give them anything else. Nothing else. No EMF, nothing. Just give them the flashlight. First time watching them.
Awesome. Thanks, Larry.
We're so glad. Thank you, Larry. We appreciate it. Keep watching, brother. Share it with your friends.
Have you ever been frightened to the point of having to leave an investigation?
No. Well, this is the second haunted home we lived in. We got into this 10 years ago, living in an extremely negative haunted home. So we've just been around it so long that we have more of a vendetta against these things, the negative ones, than anything. So
yeah, and I'm determined. I want to know. I want to know what's going to happen to me when
we're determined to get answers. Yeah, I'm afraid of of a live person popping out at the graveyard or at a weird abandoned location more than a ghost, to be honest with you.
Probably.
Thanks,
Larry.
True story. So in this next part, we're on, Marissa and I went outside to take a quick break to refresh whatever, get a drink. And while we were out there, the client sat in her living room, and just to let you know, those dogs were kept in a spare room off to the left. The house, that was the only place to put them. She's sitting on the couch. She, like myself, has some medical difficulties, so it's not like she can run around everywhere, hiding out or anything like that. We had her on camera as much as possible. Well, we had the house set up with cameras, but she's on the couch, and you're going to hear a lot of weird things happening to those dogs and around those dogs. What we think is that there was a family of Native Americans there, a male, a female, and possibly a child. And you're going to hear this relationship between the male and the female spirit. It's bizarre. Just listen intently, and, let's roll the clip. That's all I can say. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Roll it. Please. In this split screen view, you can see that our client was in the kitchen during the time that last EVP and the sniffling was captured. In a second, she's going to go back to the living room and sit down on the couch while we are taking this break while her dogs are still locked up in the spare room alone.
Yes, we are idle right now. We're taking a break. What is dreadful? The spirit? The other spirit that's here? Is that what you're saying? Is fatal?
For the second half of our investigation, our V2 SLS 3D mapping camera was set up in the kitchen dining room area to capture any anomalies that may appear during this part of the investigation of this location. The following is what was captured during that time frame. In this side-by-side comparison shot, you can see what looks like a head morphing on the reflective surface of the stainless steel refrigerator. We find this happens a lot with reflective surfaces, especially mirrors and windows.
Who's here with us? Can you hear me? My name's Marissa. Can you tell me what your name is? What is it? Want help?
Look this way, Marissa. You gotta look this way when you talk. What did you say? No, that's what you said. They think that's magic.
Can you hear your voice?
Yes.
Is it nice to hear your voice? How many spirits are here with us?
17?
7? Are you all Indian? From the Wamponoag Tribe?
They sound Native American. The voices? He said
We
tribe.
are.
Yeah. think they said.
What was your sachem's name?
Did you know King Philip?
Say yes. There. I mean, Massasoit. Yes, I did, but
Mattress.
he's dead. Yes.
Why are you in this home? Are you buried under this home?
We are, yes.
You're buried on this land? Underneath this home? How many? Same.
What is what thing? You gotta stand up though. I can't shoot you like this. Do you need help? Do you need help?
Demon coming. Demon, there's a demon coming.
Coming from where? He's downstairs.
That big boy.
Is there a negative entity downstairs? Bang. Hear that bang? It was either on the floor or the ceiling.
I felt it.
Came from up down there, right? Who banged on the floor? Did you feel that when the floor got banged? That was strong. That was forceful. Yeah.
Can you show yourself? This camera I have can see you if you stand in front of me.
There it is. Don't move, Marissa. Oh, it was on that couch and I jumped into the vortex. In this replay, we can see the entity caught on our 3D mapping camera jump from the couch into our vortex spirit box and disappear. Oh, it's back. It's back. Do you know that you've been dead for 400 years? Look, it's on the chair by the REM pod. Look.
They don't believe you.
It's 2021.
Sitting
Look at
on
it.
the
Look at
couch.
it. Look at it.
Sitting on that couch.
Look at him.
It's spread.
Who's over there on the couch? Look at him, he's on the wall.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Look at him. Who's over there? Hi! Wave at him, Marissa. Tell him to wave at you.
Can you wave at me? Can you wave to me? I can see you on the wall. Can you wave your hand?
Whoa. He just grew like twice the size.
Can you wave your hands though? Oh.
Look at him.
Are you trying to make it? Why are you craning your neck at me?
Can you see it?
Look at him. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, what? Circle.
He was sticking its head. You saw it bounce off? Yeah. It was sticking its head out like this. It's big. Where'd he go?
It was big.
He grew. He like doubled or tripled in size.
No, I'm just saying that's what they said. It was big. That's what they said.
It's
Yeah.
very clear. Should we go back downstairs? I don't know. We're gonna go investigate that real quick before we go and see if we can figure it out. I'll throw some holy water around. Oh, he was on the vortex. Who's just on the vortex? You? He was on there for like 2 seconds.
Alright, so.
Oh, look, he's back on the couch. That's not right, that I can see you? That was crazy. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Alright, do you want to go down there and try to get some answers?
Yeah.
I have the clear already on over there.
So as you can see right there, the male spirit, for whatever reason, despises those dogs, and the female spirit was kind of protective of them. Now, just so everybody knows, we have fully advised the client of what's going on at the location, that whatever this is has the ability, the power, and the motivation to hit you in the physical world. If it's hitting the dogs, it can hit a person. And we also let her know that it despises the dogs, so be on the lookout for that. We have already devised a plan to go back and try to help those spirits find some peace and to help the homeowner out. And we've already scheduled, we have a loose scheduling of an investigation to go back and help. And we've even reached out to the local Wamponoag Native American tribe to see if they have a shaman or somebody who can help advise us on this, because we don't want to offend the spirits there. They're 400-year-old spirits who died in the 1600s here. And this neighborhood is all cottages. Kathy had a cellar, but the neighbors, most of them don't. And she didn't have a cellar originally. It was dug after. So somebody came in, leveled the ground there, didn't dig into it, plopped down some cottages. So in the 1950s, if they didn't dig, they probably wouldn't have found bones. And even if they did find bones, they probably would just cast them off to the side for fear of an archaeologist coming in, shutting down the site. This was the 1950s when the neighborhood was built.
Yeah.
Somebody built this whole road and neighborhood at one shot. It's cottages on a lake, and that's it. So we believe this is a sacred burial ground for Wampanoag Native Americans, that somebody's vacation cottage road was plopped upon. And what the freakiest thing they said was, Marissa, how would you like it if Todd was buried here and we built a house on his grave? That was the most shocking thing to hear. So I don't know if there's any comments before we get into the basement, the last part of the investigation. Did the entity leave? No, they're still there, and we've already spoke to the client where we're going to go back and try to help out
next week.
Yeah, we're trying to give somebody from the Wampanoags a chance to get in contact with us, because again, we want to find out the right way to help the spirits.
Right.
They're on the land; they're not attached to the house; they're attached to the land. So there's really no way for me to just boot them out of the house. I mean, maybe temporarily, but again, I want to help these spirits find peace. The male spirit, if he's from the 1600s and he's Native American, they didn't have domesticated dogs back then. The colonists brought them in as hunting dogs. So when King Phillips War happened, these dogs were used to hunt down the Native American war parties. So it's probably why he hates dogs.
Yeah.
And the female spirit is just a compassionate spirit. The face gave, can you read that, honey?
Yeah, the face gave a few weird looks, like an old man, young girl, animal. Do you see it the same?
The face on the fridge was absolutely morphing into...
Nailed it, Laura, yeah.
Yeah, weird. It looked like a Native American at one point, then it looked like something demonic, then it looked like all that you mentioned. Even animals, it was bizarre.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was bizarre. And that was 3D mapped, so that was there. No thanks, I would have run out of the house and kept running all the way to Florida.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff, Larry, we don't see till long after. And when I come across it at 1, 2 in the morning, I'm not gonna lie, it can be a little freaky, but it's exciting at the same time. So half the time I'm shocked, and then I'm like, whoa, wait, Marissa, get over here. You're going to see this. So it's more exciting for us than anything else. But a lot of that we don't see or hear live. The spirit box, I put the subtitles there so it's easy to hear. But live, it's all fast and furious. It's not as easy to hear. We probably only hear about 30-40% live, and the rest I hear after in replay.
Right.
When it's a much calmer, quieter experience. I have headphones on. It's just easier to do that. So let's finish off this last part of the investigation. We did go down into the basement to continue the investigation. Negative entities love to hide in the basement. You heard him pound on the ceiling of the basement. We felt that with our feet. Okay. They hide down there. They do not like the light of God. They can manipulate other spirits from other parts at the location.
Also, they refer to it as an imp. An imp.
Well, that part hasn't come up yet.
No, I did.
Well, yeah, well, they said imp, but they don't understand what that is yet.
Oh.
I'm about to explain it in
All
the
right.
video. Spoiler alert! Hashtag
Right, let's go to the video.
spoiler
Go to the
alert.
video.
Go to the video. Go to the video.
It's not. It's just the damn play with it. Perhaps, yeah. Perhaps.
Scared.
Scare? You gonna try to scare me? Show yourself then. Take some pictures down here.
Or something. Get out.
Get out. Are you ready? Night mode.
Marissa and I use a specific type of camera phone for its amazing ability to capture low light pictures. We take a series of identical shots because if something paranormal appears, it will change shape, move, or even disappear within that series. Of all the series of pictures taken in this home, this is the only series where something strange shows up. In this first picture, you will see that there is absolutely nothing between the door and the wall. In the second picture, you can clearly see that a bright red shape has appeared between the door and the wall. It does not seem to have any features to it, but it's certainly bizarre that out of nowhere, this bright red shape appears. Now, moving to the third picture, the shape is still there, even though it looks a little bit lighter. It has clearly developed some features to it and looks like an evil red face. In the final picture, you can see the red anomaly is still there, and amazingly enough, it has morphed and changed shape. This is the only time that Marissa and I have ever captured anything like this on camera before.
Yield.
Yield. Okay. Make yourself known. Make that go off. Alright, so who hunts this home? Is that 100%?
An imp is a lower level demonic creature best known for being mischievous rather than dangerous. However, anything that is considered demonic or an evil attendant of the devil, as far as we're concerned, is extremely dangerous. The red face in the pictures we just showed you bears a striking resemblance to what an imp is supposed to look like.
What's wrong?
Us.
Oh, did you hear that right behind you?
Yeah.
You did? What was that?
I don't know.
I don't even know what that noise was. I don't even know what that noise was or what to call that. Who was right behind us? Who? Look. Hi! I see you down there. Hi? That's not a very nice thing to say. Is it? There he is. Can you wave?
Great.
Oh, I lost it. We know you're over there in the corner.
The other corner.
What?
That corner.
Yeah, right there. That corner right there. That's where it was. Yeah.
Isn't it reversed?
Show yourself. Did you hear that? What is that?
Like a disembodied voice.
Like right behind us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt it. I felt the breath on me. I can't only hold these two things for so long.
Let's get going. Whoa.
That's a cool spot. That's a cool spot. That's the blue light. Who's making that device go off? That was cold spot detection. Oh, that's a human. We're trying to get some answers for Kathy. Is there anything dangerous in this house?
No.
There is not? Okay. Does she, oh, I just caught it again. Does she have anything to be concerned about? Shoot that. Yeah. It's a what? Okay. Look at that. Cold spot.
Our Father, in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. All right. Saint Michael, defend us in battle from the wickedness and snares of the devil. You're gonna regret it. Did you hear that? You're gonna regret it. You hear that?
Yeah, in the strangest voice ever.
Yes. Like a little kid's voice.
Torture.
Torture.
Okay, so the whole imp thing, 10 years of us living in haunted homes, researching the paranormal, investigating in places, locations all over the spot. I've never heard the term imp before the other night when I was reviewing this evidence. I had to look it up. It is a term for that little demonic creature I showed you in the pictures that actually matched the red face between the door and the wall, which is the only paranormal picture we caught in the whole location out of probably 100 of them. Okay. And it was a term widely used in the 1600s to describe this mischievous little attendant of Satan, this little demonic entity that apparently is running around this location, this land. It actually helped us narrow down the time frame on the spirits as well. We kind of figured they were from the 1600s, and the whole fact that they knew Massasoit and King Philip and all that obviously helped narrow it down. But that term was exclusively used between the 16 and 1700s to describe this type of entity. It's like a lower level demonic entity. So before that, the word imp, I honestly, I had to look it up. I didn't know whether it said limp, gimp. I didn't know what it said, but I had to rewind it, and I heard imp, and I looked it up, and boom, that thing pops up. And I had just seen that picture. Asked Marissa, she was sitting right here. I said, "Oh my God, it's the thing that I just looked at in the doorway, that red face."
Yeah.
Insane. The drawing matched it like identical. Really freaky. Really freaky. I don't know if there's a couple comments left. I think there might have been like one or two. I'm totally fascinated with the 3D mapping device. Who's that? Tracy? Tracy, we are too. We love it, especially the V2, the one we were using upstairs, because there's no false positives with that. It has to have mass. It has to be solid, or it doesn't show up. Period.
Yeah, we have two of those cameras
Period.
that give us the 3D. So they both work just a little bit differently, but they are awesome.
Yeah, the other one, the one we were using in the basement, if you map a Christmas tree or a coat rack, it might map something that looks like a person, but it's easily distinguishable. So thank you so much for watching and joining us again. Please share this with your friends. We want to grow the show and do this for another year. We love doing it. From our family to yours, we will see you hopefully next Friday. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much.